Hello and welcome to Heroes and Titans 2 Era of Legends. This is a free-to-play MMORPG with fantasy characters. There are a number of different characters that you can play as. I'm currently playing as an archer. This video is kindly sponsored by the developers, and if you would like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. It is free to play, as I say, so I don't think there's any reason why you shouldn't really want to check it out. And also, the developers have been kind enough to give me a code for you to use in the game, and it will give you a whole bunch of goodies. And if you enter the code, well, my name, ReformersTM, all in lowercase, you'll see that on the screen right now, then you will gain a 7-day access to a very high level, very fast mount. And you also get 5 dungeon scrolls to get into dungeon raids. And you also get 50 of each item that will basically allow you to upgrade magical beasts, because this game has pet taming. You know, Pokemon style, it has pet taming. As you can see, there's one of my pets just running around by the side of me there. And it also gives you 50 awakening potions, which are used for taming the powerful magical creatures. So, for example, if I were to, let me see here, if I were to go into, there's a lot of different menus, as you can see. So they hide it away by just putting it on this little icon here. So if you take a look here, these are all my little pets that I have here. And personally, I really like using this one because it's a defense pet. It's got the most power, as you can see right there, and you can feed it if you so desire. There we go. This feed gives 2,500 experience. These level up as well, and you can see that this one is, well, level 1. I think I just got this one very, very recently. And otherwise, you can also awaken them. I don't have any of these at the moment. And then breakthrough. Well, breakthrough is something that I haven't actually done, but let's have a look here. You may light the big stars to increase your maximum aptitude. Ah, okay. So it basically just makes it more powerful. Otherwise, you have this over here, which you can appoint as leader. This one is currently the captain of our pets at the moment. Then you can disenchant pets if you so desire, so you'll gain a couple of things. All of that can be used with your other pets as well. And you can see here that these are the albums that we currently have here. Look at this. This is an absolutely insane pet, one of the most powerful pets that you can get. And I believe I'm using this one. I'm actually using this one. So yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Then of course you have this menu as well, which is all about maximizing how much stat you get from a particular pet. Otherwise, there's crafting. There's crafting as well. There is a huge amount of crafting. There is a huge amount of enchanting and also jewel crafting. So basically what you can do is you can put gems into your gear. As you can see, I already have a couple of gems in my gear right here. And you can also enchant as well. And this, well, I have nothing enchanted at the moment because I have no materials, as you can see right here. I'm going to need enchantment essence. And, well, I'd probably go for something like this. I think this is pretty cool. So I need enchantment essence, and I also need light parchment. And it's going to be maybe a bit difficult to find. But anyway, otherwise, I'm part of a guild right now. You can join a guild with your friends or with random people. Either way, you know, whatever you'd like. There's also territorial mode. There's a lot of territory stuff that you can do. Guild versus guild kind of warfare, which in my opinion is really, really fun. And unfortunately, I haven't had an opportunity to do that yet because you need your guild master or an officer to declare war for you to be able to do that. And unfortunately, I'm not able to do it just yet because, as I say, you need the guild master to actually help you out there a little bit. But there's obviously some quests here as well that you can do. And I actually wanted to get into that. The way that the quests work is really, really fun, in my opinion. There's also crafting, by the way, as well. So there's alchemy, tailoring, leatherworking, and blacksmithing. You can do all of that as well. And then you have bonuses. So every time you log in, because of course it is a free-to-play game, every time you log in, you're going to get some kind of bonus. And, well, you're going to get a login reward, as you can see right here, logged in for 7 days. And you can retrieve rewards. I've already retrieved all of these rewards right here. And, well, what else is there? What else is there? Well, my character. You can take a look at my character. There's my achievements and everything. My fame as well. So you can technically, you know, donate fame to your guild, as far as I'm aware. And then I also have a bunch of titles as well, but I don't think I can actually equip those just yet because I haven't done any of this. Yes, I don't really have that many titles at all. So, yeah, anyway, What else can I do? Awesome events. There are some awesome events here. Oh, look at this. I can claim all of this. Yeah, a lot of silver coins you can get. And the cool thing about when you gain new gear is that basically the gear comes up on the screen and is like, oh yeah, this is probably better for you. You should probably equip it. And it will just come straight up on the screen, and then you can just click equip, and then it will just automatically equip it. So there's a lot of quality of life improvements going on there. What about the Path of Heroes? So this is the Path of Heroes. This is basically how you start off. So you start off being relatively low level, as you can see right there, and you can then continue on through the pathways, and you gain additional things every single time you get to that particular level. So it is numerous. There's a huge amount of stuff to do. And do you think I can maybe start this quest? Let's actually start this quest and see what I can do. All right, so oh, I see. Okay, so I haven't actually done one of these before. So yeah, basically this is going to take 10 minutes, and by the time this is done, I will be getting a special reward and a guaranteed reward and all that stuff. You can also, as I said, you can do dungeons as well. And I think we might actually want to do that. So why don't we enter the Whimpering Caverns and eliminate Cyril? So this is basically your list of dungeons right here. And you can have a look-see. So there's the Whimpering Cavern, Cathedral Prison, Memory of Ancient Trees, Eternal Clan HQ, Frozen Canyon, Divine Shrine, Flower Talk Isthmus, Chaotic Camp, Ruins of Death, and a huge amount more. Just look at that. Huge amounts of different things. And of course we do have PvP as well, but unfortunately I'm not able to do PvP at the moment because you need to be within a certain time to be able to do that. I would like to be able to actually. Do you think I can right now? Let's do it versus AI. I was hopeful that I might be able to do it versus AI because there might not be enough people on at this time because I'm literally playing quite early on in the day. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. But anyway, let's go into Whimpering Cavern, shall we, and defeat Cyril. Seems like a good idea. And let's join with some other people. Why not? Let's join the matchmaking queue and see what we can do. I've actually had a lot of fun playing this game so far, and literally just look at the amount of NPCs that are surrounding here. There's a fame store, gold store, dungeon store, and then you also have the class changing instructor. I had no idea that you could actually change your class until I found that guy, and that's kind of amazing. So if you don't like your class and you've leveled something up, you can just be like, okay, so I'm gonna change. And you know, we're actually gonna be taking a look at some of the other classes later on in this video. Wow, there are so many different NPCs here. I'm actually going to speak to this one. And oh no, I do not want to go on a quest right now. Thank you very much. I don't want to go on a quest. Can you put me down? Oh no. Yeah, let me just get off my mount real quick. It's a flying mount as well, which is actually really cool. And we can actually talk to this guy. I'm just going to skip the story because if you play, then you obviously don't want to get any spoilers. But what's really cool about this, as you can no doubt tell, is that this is automatic. Anytime you click on a potential quest... Oh, there we go. Our matchup is complete. Let's go in. Fantastic. But anyway, anytime you click on a quest, you are going to get the opportunity to head in, and it will basically do it all by itself. You won't need to worry about anything. You'll basically just be taken to that place, and then it will loot whatever you need to loot, and then it will go to the next place, and then you can experience the story very, very calmly and relaxing, and it's just really, really nice. As you can see right now, I'm just going to be spamming this one ability because that's usually what's all that's needed. It does a lot of damage, this particular ability. It's just that's my basic attack. Every other ability that I have right here is much more powerful and is capable of doing massive damage. I am actually in a rather low level dungeon at this point, and well, you know, it's basically just a way for me to show you exactly what all the mechanics are all about. And what's really cool in my opinion is clicking, you see this button down here? Boom. I click this button and then I just have auto battle. So if you don't want to fight, or if you don't feel confident in your fighting abilities, or you're just lazy like I am, then you can literally just click on the auto battle and then you don't have to do anything, and it will use all of its abilities itself. And you can also then loot the enemy. I'm actually just going to give up the loot here because I don't really need anything from these bosses or anything like that, and I think it would be nice to kind of give these guys a little bit of a loot increase. they might be instituted by the developers themselves, so that you always have people to go in with, so you never need to worry about whether there are people playing or not. You're just going to have people to help you through the dungeon, and I think that's actually really cool. That's another thing that I think a lot of other MMORPGs could definitely do with, because let's face it, I've played MMORPGs in the past where there are very few amounts of people, or the people that are playing are, well, not exactly friendly. So having AI units to, kind of come in and support you a little bit, that is actually a really cool idea, and I like that a lot. So we're just going to go through here and see what we can do. I was actually in PvP just earlier, and that was a lot of fun as well. That was basically like a capture the hill, like sort of like King of the Hill kind of mode, and I thought that was really, really fun, and I really wanted to show that to you, but then it seems to have closed, so that's unfortunate, because it would have been really cool to show you that. But well, maybe I can show you that at a later point if that happens, but otherwise I'm just going to continue to give up the loot. But you can roll, of course, and then get your stuff, get your stuff. And maybe we'll do a higher level dungeon, maybe we'll do a higher level dungeon or something like that after this, and see whether I'm still just as good in those as I am in this, because there are things that you have to dodge. As you can no doubt tell, there are AoE abilities that are going to be afflicting the battlefield, and you will have to dodge them. Of course, at this time in the game, I'm level 40, and this is a level 12 dungeon. So this is, of course, very, very low level, and I'm probably not going to take damage against most things. And this is what I need for my quest. There we go. All right, so this is going to be pretty easy for us. I don't think it's going to be too difficult. I'm just going to use all my abilities now just to get them all on cooldown. That's usually the best way to go, I've found, where you just use all your abilities to make them on cooldown. Then you just get your, basic attack going, and then it's all good. So there you go. And they give you some stats afterwards as well, which I think is really nice. And there's our rating, rating of S. And you can also like one of your companions here, and I'm gonna like the I don't know who the tank or the healer was, so I guess I'll just like someone random, and then you can just leave the dungeon, and or you can click on exit. So you just leave the dungeon, you're done, and then you go back out, and then you can I can speak to this guy about joining a guild. I've actually already joined a guild, so there's actually no reason for me to do this. Or actually, maybe it's an NPC guild. It might actually be an NPC guild, but there you go. We gained a whole bunch of extra items as well. So if you take a look at my bag right here, there's a lot of different items you can gain. These are just from the various things that I've been doing so far. Is this actually better for me? This is actually a level 40. This is a level 40. I don't think it's better than what I currently have, because just look at my stats on this one. Yeah, this is just insane gear. So we really don't need to get anything about that. But there are some really cool things like treasure map, for example. Let's use that. Quest Archaeology B, already accepted. Okay, so we've already accepted that. That is an archaeology treasure map, so that's pretty cool. And what else do we have here? Oh yeah, so that's just a Forsaken badge. Yeah, anyway, so there are a whole bunch of different resources as well that you will be able to gain. And as you can see up here, you gain silver and you gain gold, and I think you also gain this as well for doing a couple of things. So there is a lot of ways to earn these resources. Otherwise, let's take a look at some of our quests on the side here. Oh yeah, there's also something that I want to point out. The hero tutorial down here. The hero tutorial. If you click on this, you can actually see exactly what you need to do to increase your power and to basically just do everything that you need to do. So for example, increase stats by enchanting gears to increase power. So if you enchant your gear, then you're going to be able to do that. So if I click on this, it's going to take me to this menu, and then I'll be able to try and figure out what I need to be able to start that enchanting. So if I want to, I could go back down to level 20, and that would reduce the material cost and so on and so forth. And you can also quench things. Quench is basically a way for you to, as far as I'm aware, basically steal a stat from another item and then place that stat on your current gear. I haven't really used it that much, so equip gear. So basically this will just take you to the inventory, and then you'll be able to equip the gear that you want. Otherwise, you can just quench things. As you can see, I can just quench this right here, and I can just quench that, and boom, done. Yeah, sure. There we go. So now we have disenchanted that, and that has quenched this. So it's basically a disenchanting plus imbuing of that particular item, which I think is really cool. Otherwise, this is my current character. It's just an archer, and we are pretty good. I'm liking this game a huge amount, and I'm actually going to be creating a whole bunch of other characters as well. Whimpering Caverns. Okay, so I now have to speak to Pericles about my quest being completed, and as you can see, they make it easy. They make it super easy that you're going to be able to just teleport there straight away. And I have now, as far as I'm aware, I've now gained the companion Beauty Hunter. There you go. I've now gained that companion, so that's really cool too. Here's Pericles. He is the mayor of Beckshire, and I'm going to be telling him that I cleared the dungeon, and he's going to be really, really pleased with me. And now he's also going to be have taken the. He's given me this, which is not that good because let's face it, it's level 10, and we are level 40. So that is something to think about. Otherwise, yeah, we can actually join some of these. These are dailies that you can do. Fishing. You can join the battlefield as well. Maybe I want to join. I really want to join the battlefield, you know, but I don't think I can actually do that yet. Nah, not within arena opening time. It would have been really nice to be able to do that, but otherwise we have completed this quest now. As you can see, that's one of the fort quests, which basically just takes a little bit of time. And I could also do this one. Okay, so this is the companion. Oh, okay, I understand. So basically the companions are people that just help you with the fort quests. I haven't really done these that much, as I say. Otherwise, what else can we do? Cathedral Prison. We could go to the Cathedral Prison. Oh yes, and I've also just found skins. You can actually have skins here, and we can even evolve after level 40 and switch to the assassin class costume, which I think might be really, really fun. So you can see here that we have Blood, Nature, Knight, and Nimble. And I could actually switch to assassin here as well, as you can see right here. And then we would be able to use these if we wanted to. But I'm pretty happy with playing the archer right now, and we could even get the nature one if we wanted to, but I think we need to log in for a little bit of extra time, so that's perfectly fine. I think that's okay. So yeah, anyway, we are now here, and we will now be yeah, we could do this. Oh yeah, and I should probably also point out that there are a huge amount of achievements. So if you are a person that is an achievement hunter of some kind, you can see there are 546 of them. It is kind of crazy. And as far as I'm aware, there are 60 levels. Yeah, there are 60 levels, as you can see right there. And you're going to be gaining some gold coins from that, as well as silver coins for reaching some of the lower levels. And you can see here that you can actually claim all of this. Literally so much stuff to claim, and then you get some more gold coins down there. And from what I can tell, I haven't really seen anything that is super, like, pay to win. I haven't really seen any pay to win at the moment. Like, I'm pretty high level at the moment, and I haven't seen anything super hardcore pay to win. Actually, any pay to win, which is kind of amazing, really, because most free to play, they're gonna have some kind of pay to win, maybe, unless it's all cosmetic, and I think that's what they're trying to do here. They're giving you convenience, and they're giving you cosmetics, and for the moment, that is really fun to see, because as I've said, I've played a whole bunch of different MMORPGs in the past, free to play and buy to play and subscription based and all that stuff, and I have always had a whale of a time, except when they have had blatant pay to win. And I don't think that this game is going to have pay to win, or at the very least, it doesn't look like that right now. And personally, you can level up super fast. Really super fast, because I created a character, as I said, I created a wizard or mage or whatever it's called, and I was able to get to level 10 within maybe, like, I don't know, half an hour, 20 minutes or something like that. Really not that long at all. And of course it's going to take a little bit longer as you go through, but as you could see, we actually started at like 1% of our HP, because I was doing some dungeons beforehand, and I actually saw that the experience was going up at a pretty considerable rate, and I was literally not even having a problem with doing lower level dungeons and gaining experience for that. And I think that that's amazing as well, for being able to do lower level dungeons. Usually you're not going to get any experience whatsoever at such a high level, but in this case I was able to get about, what, how much is that, 10% of the level or something like that? I think that's really, really nice, because that means that if you want to help out some of your friends, then you can do that really, really nicely. You don't have to worry about, you don't have to worry about people, about you not getting any experience, or, you wasting your time or anything like that, because you're helping your friend and you're also getting a little bit of experience at the same time, which I think is really nice. And there you go. We're actually going to be completing this little quest here. And as I said, I would have liked to have shown you some PvP, because the PvP is actually really fun too. And I know what you're thinking. Is there auto battle in PvP too? No, there is no auto battle in PvP. So everyone is going to have to fight, tooth and nail to the death. And there's no auto battle whatsoever. So you have to control your character the entire way, which is also a really nice design decision, because they could have just left it, they could have just made it auto battle for everything. But they do that very much on purpose, because they know that people will just use the auto battle, and that's not a way to determine skill, is it? No, not at all. So this is the point. I have my hands off the keyboard right now. I'm not pressing anything, and my character is just killing these things, no problem at all. And that is actually the thing I love about this game. I really, really love the fact that you can literally just sit back, you can relax, you can chat with your friends, you can basically do whatever you want to do and not have to worry about fighting. Because let's face it, it's just regular mobs, you don't really have to, struggle to fight these guys at all. Oh, here we go. Okay, so let's do this. We actually got in. Fantastic. Okay, so let's have a look and see what we can do here. And it seems like we have a warrior this time around, because before we were having a druid of some kind, or a bear of a shapeshifter guy, and he was the tank, but now we have a warrior as the tank. So this is going to be quite interesting, because I haven't actually played with a warrior yet. So let's see what he's actually going to do. I think I might actually start auto battle myself. Can I do auto battle here? No, it seems like I can't actually do auto battle here. So, well, I can, but it is going to be less effective, I guess. So let's just use all our abilities. I think you can actually use auto battle here, but in general, I would think that if you're against a boss, you probably want to fight it yourself, because it is a lot of fun.
Eliminate the creeps.
There we go. Nice. The boss has already died, and we're going to loot some stuff. And this is all, well, too low level for me, so I will just be letting that go, and they can take it. Don't really mind about that too much. And we will just continue to walk through. And this is the point. I feel like this game would be fantastic with friends. I feel like that is something that is a big highlight in this game, because let's face it, you're not going to really do quests with friends, but there are so many different dungeons that you're going to be able to do dungeons almost the whole way to max level, I think. And it's just, I mean, look at this. We've got mines all over the place. We're going to have to dodge all these mines and everything. I think that that's really fun. But as I've said, I am a big fan of this game, and I literally have been playing it myself. And I was thinking to myself, yeah, I really actually want to play this in my free time, even though I have very limited free time. And that's the point. This game doesn't feel like it's going to take a huge amount of time to grind your way up to max level. It feels like it wants you to get there pretty quickly. It wants you to feel satisfied about the journey, and it wants you to get to that high level so that you can actually start PvPing. But amusingly enough, I was actually doing PvP against a wide variety of different levels. And that's the point. You can basically be going into PvP, and then you can have a lot of fun, and then you can just get out of there, and you can quit and do whatever else you want to do. You know, you can make a new character or whatever. But I think that that's really fun. Anyway, I've said it's really fun multiple times now, and I'm probably just going to shut up because, let's face it, you already know what I think about the game, and it is just up to you to download it if you want. It's a very, very small download as well. It's like a couple of GB here and there, so it's really not a big game by any means, and I personally feel like you're probably not going to get this much of a satisfying experience with a free-to-play title that doesn't shove a huge amount of microtransactions in your face as soon as you log in. Like, what they do is they basically just pop up the daily rewards, you know, so the daily rewards or the daily quests and the daily logins and stuff like that, and that's it. And then they just don't bother you. They don't bother you with a store or anything like that. And I know that in the past I've played MMORPGs where I've logged in and I've basically been like, okay, so hold your horses there, Sonny. Don't just push your store in my face straight away, you know. I mean, I'm probably gonna buy that, you know, pair of bunny ears or something, you know, but I'm not going to, you know, be forced to buy something if you just shove the store in my face all the time. And that's the reason why this game's also really cool, because it doesn't do that. You know, it doesn't do that. They know that the way that things work is that, you know, that it's just so much easier for people to be like, oh, look at this. This is a really cool thing. I would maybe like to get this. And then, you know, you decide to whether you want to get it or not. And I think that's cool. But anyway, this is the final boss. Let's see what we can do. Let's let our people catch up a little bit. We've got a water elemental pet here as well, or some kind of void elemental or demon or something. And we are going to start the fight. Let's do this. Let's use some of our abilities here. We've got Toxic Arrow on there as well. Very nice. Oh, I did not dodge that. I'm bad. Okay, there we go. Should have dodged that, definitely. And there we go. He's down. And we gained so much from that. So much experience from this as well. So we'll just use that dungeon clearance pack. We gained a Jester Bow. That's actually something that I already have in my inventory. As you can see, I actually took 19% damage, which is quite a bit more than most others, which is kind of strange. But there you go. And that's it. There we go. That is the end of the dungeon. We did it. And now we can go to doing whatever we want to do. We can actually speak to this guy, and we can continue to quest around. And then we continue to, you know... Oh, this guy wants to kill me? Are you serious? How dare you? How dare you? Get out of here. He's an elite as well. Oh, he's surrendering. Oh, okay. Well, he's gone now. Now we can speak to him again. Oh, I don't actually want to fight that. I would like to speak to this guy. There we go. Now, can you come clean? Ah, yes. Okay, so now it's taking me off somewhere else, and that's the thing. Then what you can do is you can go back and speak to the person that gave you the quest for the dungeon. You can hand that in, and all that stuff. Yeah, it's very fun, very satisfying, and you're bound to find a class that you really like. So yeah, with that, I'm actually going to go and switch to the character creation screen so you can see a whole bunch of the different characters that you can play as, and I'll see you in a minute. Alright, so as you can see, we are on the character creation screen. This is the warrior, basically a tank, difficulty 2 stars, high defense and HP, and you're obviously going to be fighting in melee. Then we have the shaman here, ranged, group healing and buffs. Difficulty is 4 stars. They can summon elemental creatures in battle. Then you have the mage, which is one of my other characters, and that is of course high AoE damage, and difficulty is 2 stars, not too bad. And then what else do we have here? The priest, single target healing, 3-star difficulty. And then we have the assassin, 5-star difficulty, high single target DPS. Definitely something that I might want to play pretty soon. Then we have the witch, who is more about debuffing and summoning powerful demons, 4-star difficulty. Then we have the archer, which is a 2-star difficulty, and you've seen me play as one of them already. And then we have the druid, who is a 5-star. And they can shapeshift into, well, I don't even know what, but I've seen them transform into bears, and that seems like a lion of some kind, so that's pretty cool. They've got high defense, shapeshifting, and generally are for tanking, I guess. Anyway, these are my other characters here. As you can see, I actually created Iceni, and Zaynash is a warrior, amusingly enough. And that's the thing. Let's go in. Let's go in and actually show you what the lower level gameplay is all about. So you can see here we have a new costume. Ah, thank you very much. And I have now retrieved my experience. So we have leveled up a little bit, and that is actually really nice. And you can see here that we have started with a decent amount of currency here and there. So that's nice too. Otherwise, we can claim some of this. Let's equip that. And we can maybe equip the other thing as well if it comes up. There we go. And there we are. All right, so now we can go and we can do the Whimpering Caverns, which is the dungeon that I just completed. Well, the first one that we completed in this video, but there's not really any necessity to do that in my opinion. And I actually just quit the I quit the conversation without meaning to. A whole bunch of skills. You can use quick upgrade, or you can decide what you want to upgrade yourself. Personally, I feel like quick upgrade is pretty fun because it just levels up what you want to level up, and you don't really need to think about it too much. So it's very, very quick and easy, and we can just continue to auto path all the way over there. And again, if you would like to download the game and play, then by all means use my code in the game and you'll get some free goodies. A 7-day access to a high level mount, which is the high-tech rocket. You'll get 5 dungeon scrolls to get into extremely cool dungeon raids, and you will also get 50 of each starlight used to upgrade magical beasts, and 50 awakening potions used for taming powerful magical beasts. So if you do that, then you're going to have a great old time because you'll be able to get on a mount almost immediately, and then you will literally be speeding on through the game as much as you like. I actually have a mount as well, but where is it? Where's my mount? There it is. It's a little bear thing, and that's something that you get just from playing through the game. So they're not just going to give you like a basic mount of any kind. They're going to give you something that's actually cool looking, you know? So that's also something that I think is pretty cool about it. And then we have skins here as well. There's my new skin that I just gained, which is the arcane flower one, which I very much like. And yeah, I think this game is definitely something that you should check out. If you're not a fan of the auto-pathing or the auto-battling or anything like that, you don't need to use them. That's just how it goes. Anyway, that will be it for this episode. If you'd like to check out the game, there's a link in the description. Otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.